So we're going to take a stab at checking the data quality. The first thing I'm going to do is reduce my data set to a manageable size. So I've got a libname statement here. These SAS keywords don't have to be uppercase. I just did it that way to make it easier to identify what's a SAS reserved word and what's just part of your program. So libname, I just gave it an obvious thing, my data. That's going to reference where my data is stored. This is for this particular course you're taking from me. If you take another course sometime, use SAS Studio, you're going to have to use whatever the directory is for that course. Data, I'm creating a new data set. I'm going to call it ed_EQ because these are all variables that have to do with education and equality. So data, creating a new data set, my data, see how this goes back to the libref here, so I have to match up. .India, this is the data set that's in the directory here. And now I'm just going to give the word keep, and these are the variables I'm going to keep. So I'm going to end up with a data set with 26 variables instead of 480 or something. So much more manageable. And then the word run, click my little running guy. It's running. Now normally it just shows up with variable names, which is not that helpful for me, so I'd like to see the column labels. So click that. And you can see that the first column is if the mother attended school, second one is their father attended school, and so on. Go back and look at your log. Always look at your log. Tells you you couldn't find these formats, but I don't care. I don't really want them. No errors. I have 39,000 some observations and 26 variables, so that's good. There's no results because I didn't ask for any printed output. The output data set is, as you saw, the data right here. So far so good. I'm going to click on libraries just to show you where this is kept because in my code I did not give it the name of a directory to save it. This is going to be a temporary data set saved in my working directory under work, and there you see it. So far so good. Have my data set with 26 variables. I'm going to go to tasks and utilities here. And here's the first thing you should always do. I'm going to get a look at these data. So I'm going to click on Characterize Data. It already has it set up here because I tried this before. But if it didn't, you click select a table, scroll down to the library you want, in this case the work library, pick the data set you want. Now I'm going to pick the variables. In this case, I want all 26 of these variables, so I'm going to hold down the Shift key, scroll down, click OK. Now what's going to be done over here, look at this, it gives you your code. You're going to do a proc means, it's going to give you the number of missing, the minimum, the mean, the median, the maximum, and the standard deviation for all these variables. Then it's also going to do a proc univariate and give you the histogram for all of these variables. So the nice thing about SAS On Demand is it has these little tasks over here, but it also gives you the code. So you can actually copy all this if you wanted to and save it and run that as a program later. So right now, we're going to click our little running guy up here, run all this. And here's my results. Now, notice something here. It doesn't quite match up, right? Ooh. Well, if I pulled over my window, so I hit space, now it would. So it shows you things like you have 39,397 people who answered if their mother attended school, 126 who didn't, and the answer is either 0, they didn't attend school, or 1, they did. The minimum is 0, the maximum is 1, and so on down the line. Here's something funny. You should spot it here and you'll spot it again. The brother's highest education, the median was 10, the maximum was 55. Same with the sister's highest education. Brother-in-law highest education. So that's pretty weird. Now, as I scroll down and look at the histograms, the mother attended school or not, about almost 80% of them, the mother did not attend school. If the father attended school, that's a little under 60%, and so on down the line. Distributions of father's education, mother-in-law education, if the mother was literate. But what's this? Brother's highest education goes most of the, so there's a little over 15% had 0, but then there's quite a few that somewhere here around 10. But what's this 54.6 over here? So these graphs, this is kind of the point of this exercise actually. If you go back to the code book, you'll find that if a person had less than 1 year of education, they were given a 55. God knows why. So my point is, before you do anything with these data, you should probably go back and fix it somehow so that you have these people who have a 55 are changed to something else. And I'll show you how to do that in the next video. But my point is, first of all, before you do anything, you should do something like a characterized data task that has a proc univariate and a proc means. So you can look and see if any variables are out of range. What's your median? Does this make sense? Do a reality check before you do anything else. So that's today's video.